Hi yogis, today we are going to do a yoga sequence that is really great for cyclists. I've been doing a lot of cycling here and have recently started teaching cycling classes, so I am in dire need of this. It's also really great for runners, so anyone who's doing those forward movements, nothing really lateral, will get the quads, the calves, also the neck and shoulders from hunching forward, and some other postures as well in there. So we are going to start on our bellies. You're going to come to lie all the way down. And ideally you do this when you're already a little bit warmed up, maybe right after a ride or right after a run. We'll start with Cobra. Inhale, you lift your chest up. Keep this really easy. Exhale, release down. Inhale, come up. Elbows pull back, chest open, and release. Try to keep your neck really neutral. Inhale up, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. 3 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. And exhale. Slide your elbows right underneath your shoulders. Fingers spread wide, pressing the hands down into the mat, pressing the tops of the feet down into the mat, lifting those kneecaps off the earth. Now, focus on relaxing your shoulders down, opening your chest, and drawing your elbows back towards your ribs. And so that light motion of pulling backwards is going to stretch your core. It'll help you send your heart forward a bit more. Chin slightly tucked. Take another breath in. Exhale. Another breath in. Exhale. 1 more breath in. Relax the legs. Slide the hands back by your ribs and press up to a tabletop position. Bringing those knees right underneath your hips and your wrists right under your shoulders. Cat and cow tilts. Inhale, drop the belly. Face forward, tailbone up towards the ceiling. Exhale, round, press down into the earth as you round your back, chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, round. Take your time feeling every bit of this motion. Inhale. And exhale. A few more. Inhaling and exhaling, following your breath. Two more. Exhale. 1 more. As you drop that belly, see if you can get your fullest expression. Tail up, crown of head to the ceiling. Exhale, round. Now hold in your cat pose. Tops of the feet pressing down into the earth. Core pulled up. Don't hold your breath. Continue to breathe here. Press the hands down. Chin relaxes towards your chest. See if you can get the stretch in the back of your neck. And now breathe into your upper back. So inhale, feel it expand. Exhale. Another breath in. And release. Awesome work. Tuck the toes here. Find your downward facing dog. We're not going to be here very long. We're going to come back to this pose later. Right away, you'll feel your calf muscles, especially if you're fresh from a run or fresh from a bike ride. Soften the knees. That allows your tailbone to tilt up towards the ceiling. Then look up at those hands. Make sure they are shoulder width apart. Press down into the earth. Relax your head. I want you to breathe length into your spine. So inhale, exhale, continuing to move that chest towards your thighs. And if this is too much, just bend your knees more. On an inhale, you will step your right foot forward and come right into low lunge. So drop that back knee, untuck the toes here. And we're just going to move around a little bit. Come up on tented fingers, or if you have blocks, you can come up even higher. And you're just going to do a tiny sway side to side. So maybe inhale as you go to the right, exhale as you go to the left. Spine is long. You'll feel this in your quad, and you'll just start to slowly loosen up that front hip. Knee is over the ankle. Front foot is flat. Now look forward. Steady that sway. As you inhale, come back, pull those toes to you. Exhale, rock forward. Inhale, come back. Exhale, forward. Good, just starting to slowly loosen up this hamstring on the right leg. Keeping the spine long as you rock, back, and forward. Inhale back, exhale forward. 3 more. For 2. Last one. Now next time you breathe in, come back to that half split. Hands come underneath the shoulders. This front knee, especially if your hamstring is tight, does not need to be straight. But as you breathe out, you'll start to work your hips a little bit further back, straightening the front leg even more, but more importantly, pulling those toes to you. You want to keep the left hip somewhere in line with that left knee, so make sure it's not falling out to the left. Keep it in line, hips moving straight back. Do not worry what this pose looks like. Meet your body where it is today. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, just relax. The next pose we'll go into is a quad stretch for this left quad. You might need to come up onto your knee first, hands on knee. You'll bend the back knee, catch the foot with the left hand. Maybe you reach back, grab on with the right hand. You can also bring your torso lower, so you'll release the left hand and bring it down to the earth. Again, that front knee over the ankle, pulling the heel towards your butt, staying bent in the front knee so that you can really get the hip and the quad. And just breathe. Your quads are probably very tight. Again, don't worry. That's okay. Meet your body where it is and just breathe into the pose. Relax your chin. Try not to fidget. Find that place where you feel the stretch and then stay with it. Slowly release. Don't let that leg fall quickly to the ground. Good. Now tuck the back toes. Lift the back knee. You're in that runner's lunge. A quick twist. Inhale up. Exhale, right hand down. Step back, downward facing dog. Now you'll feel a little bit lopsided. Pedal out those feet. And then on your next breath in, step forward, finding that low lunge right away. And again, we'll take some time here, so come up on tented fingers, or maybe you're up on your blocks. And we just do that little sway side to side. Inhale left, exhale right, knee over ankle, spine long. So you don't want any wrinkles in the back of your neck. So keep your neck nice and long, don't crank it forward. A few more breaths here, maybe closing your eyes. Great work. On the next inhale, you'll steady and straighten that front leg. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, come back. Exhale, forward. And just continue this motion, 6 more. For 5. 4. 3. 2 more. Pull those toes to you. Come forward, knee over ankle. 1 more round. Bring it forward. This time the hands come back underneath the shoulders and we hold that half split. Right hip over or in line with that right knee. Some of you are going to be able to come a lot further back here. Breathing into the hamstring, pulling the toes towards you and trying to relax into the neck, relax the upper back. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, take about 3 more breaths. And if this is not a comfortable place for you to be, you use your exhale to release the tension. Maybe open and close your jaw. Notice where you're starting to clench and hold on to that tension, the pressure you don't need. Next inhale, we walk it forward. And we'll set up for that quad stretch. So if you needed to come up on that leg, you'll do so. Bend the right knee. Grab it with the right hand. So that's step 1. If that feels good, reach back with that left hand. You'll get the nice chest opening. Knee over ankle. And then if you want to come lower, you want even more, the right hand to the earth. And there are a number of things you can do here. You probably knew that on the other side as well, but square the shoulders down. Or if you've been practicing yoga, you know that you can also open that chest. But the focus here is the quad stretch. So find a spot where you're stretching the quad, knee over ankle on that left leg. I'm always locking my elbows. Soften that right elbow if it's on the ground, if your hand is on the ground. Another cycle of breath. And then a slow release. Tuck the back toes. Lift the back knee and a quick twist, left arm to the sky. Exhale, hand to the earth. And downward facing dog. Pedal out those feet, bend one knee, bend the other. And then steady down dog. What we'll do is walk our hands to the back of the mat. Soften both knees. Grab opposite elbow. You can also take your hands to the backs of your legs, so your forearms come on the calf muscles. Hands around the ankles. A breath in. Exhale. A breath in. Exhale. Release those hands. Tent the fingers, come up to a flat back. Now come up on your tippy toes. And press those heels down, hips move back just a little bit. So hands right underneath your shoulders, inhale. Up on the toes, exhale, heels press. Hips go back rather. Inhale, up on the toes. Exhale, heels down, hips go back. Your toes can lift up a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, keep looking forward, neck is long. Exhale, hips go back. 2 more, inhale, up on your toes. Exhale, heels down, toes can lift a little. Inhale. Exhale. And come into a nice forward fold again. Relax your neck. Relax your arms. Inhale, flat back, palms to your shins. Exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands back out. Downward facing dog. And then take a moment here to walk out your dog, bending one knee, the other, stretching the calves, the hamstrings, the shoulders. And then drop to your knees. Great work. So we're going to do the rest of the flow from the ground, specifically from child's pose. We'll start with puppy pose. So hips will stay over your knees. Your hands go forward, lowering onto your forearms first. So hips, again, stay over the knees. And then the hands can walk even further forward, forehead to the mat. So this allows you to get really long through the arms, really long through the spine. Little back bend. Take a few more breaths here. And to come out of this, lift your forehead, slide your forearms back. And now take your knees out to mat width distance. Big toes touch. And child's pose. Hips go back to your heels. For a lot of you, hips back to your heels is not going to be possible. Your child's pose might be further up. But if you can, hips go back, arms go forward, forehead to the mat. Take about 5-6 breaths here. From here, we're going to stay in child's pose, so this leg formation. Taking your right arm, threading the needle, so reach it under your left arm, palm to the sky. Reach it over to the left and come down onto that right shoulder. Left arm forward. And there are a number of things you can do here. You can keep the left fingertips tented. especially if you're tight. Some of you will want to relax that hand, relax that left shoulder. Let gravity do the work here. Your right shoulder and right wrist in line with one another. And then slide your left hand back. Press into it. We'll switch sides, so the right hand forward, left arm threads underneath. Coming onto that left shoulder, left palm faces the ceiling. Right arm tented fingers or flat. A few more breaths here. Slide that right hand back. Could stay there all day. Bring the left hand underneath you. Take one more neutral child's pose. Arms forward, chest down. Great. And then come up to tabletop position. Bring the knees underneath your hips and just take a second here to shake it out. If you still feel tension in your back, maybe some cat-cows. We're setting up now for that final resting pose. So if you'd like to take a traditional Shavasana, you can do that. I highly recommend finding a wall space. And we'll do legs up the wall. So you'll come up next to the wall. Good. Side of your body up. And then, that's just so your butt can get as close to the wall as possible. You'll swing the legs up and lay flat. Flex your feet. And if you can, scoot even closer to the wall. So those legs are straight up and down. If you don't have a wall, you could do this Viparita Karani without the wall. This is just a little bit more relaxing. So neck neutral. If, like me, you have a little ponytail or bun in the way, you can undo your hair so that you can lay flat. Arms by your sides, palms face up. Closing your eyes. And taking a few breaths here. Letting your legs rest, recover. And using this time to just focus on your breath. If you're cycling towards a goal or you're running as part of training, maybe use this time to visualize. Visualize how training has been going, your successes. Maybe visualize yourself crossing a finish line. Resting in this Shavasana Viparita Karani position for as long as you need.